Well, welcome to the show. Waiting on Laz to cue up the music for the intro. It's going to be done by the Black Rock Cove Rockers, who are doing something. I don't know what it's going to be. But, I'm just killing time right now. No clue what we're doing. Never any idea. So... But welcome to the show. Welcome. We love having you guys here. We love having you chat along with us.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
And Casey's sitting here in studio with us.
I've got the right button.
Yeah, it happens. Well, welcome everybody to the Laz and Jack show. And Casey, he didn't bring cupcakes because they're not in game yet.
They're not in game yet. Okay. Oh, bummer.
Today is the 23rd. Yeah, Laz, I've got some bad news for you. On Wednesday and Thursday, I probably won't be here.
Well, I was going to say, I'm leaving Wednesday right after the show. So Thursday and Friday, I'm not going to be here either, so we're not going to be doing a show.
Okay,
we got the
excellent.
Thanksgiving holiday. So
Yes.
You didn't think I was planning on working on the holidays now, were you?
We are crazy, and sometimes we do weird things, so it's always a possibility.
Yes, I guess it is always a possibility, that is for sure. But yes, we will not be here Thursday and Friday this week. It's going to be a short week for us. So these guys over here, I've been trying to get them to talk to me. I've showcased them out there going, hey man, we got Easy and the Black Rockers. We've got the band. But apparently They're so busy talking to each other down there that they haven't had time to get over here and say, hey guys, come over here where I can showcase you.
Yeah, no, they're still over there playing around.
I know that. I was hoping I could get them to
the hard part.
Show today.
Yeah, the hard part is also saying, hey guys, stop playing copyrighted music, so that way our videos don't get flagged in certain countries. Because some of those companies are a little bit annoying when it comes to that.
Well, what would you prefer them play?
I don't know, something that they create.
I mean, they can't even play Happy Birthday for crying out loud without getting flagged for copyright.
Didn't that go into the public domain already?
Apparently it did, and then somebody jumped on top of it and said that they had copyrights on it. It was a real funny story. It's still a big funny story if you pull it up on the internet out there. But yes, with the repository of all the loads of music out there on ABC, all of it's copyrighted music.
Yeah, so...
Yeah,
but
so
the Laz and Jack...
Yeah.
The Laz and Jack show does get uploaded to YouTube right after it is live. It is live on twitch.tv.
Greetings.
It's nbnn.info, as well as on Radio Free Britannia. That's WRFB.rocks. And welcome to the show, Ronnie.
Hey, how you guys doing?
RadioFreeBritannia.com as well. We are everywhere.
Laz,
we're on Twitter.
I have a surprise for you.
I've been hoping you're going to get in here and talk to me sooner or later. I keep trying to catch up with you, and you and I just have the worst luck.
It's our timing difference.
I know. And, you got the hubby and the kids and all that good stuff, and we are definitely going to...
And I'm doing crafting while you're sleeping.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
It's all good.
But last
Let me
night...
get off your lap here.
Oh, baby. I love it when you make an entrance like that. Got the first issue of the NBNN Daily Britannian on the website today. We're going to keep an eye on that and see how that goes. We are actually going to have a newspaper for NBNN as well online. And if
Nice.
that all goes the way I like it, we'll go ahead and start taking snippets and publishing that here in game as well, Jack. What do you think?
That'll be awesome.
Well, my surprise was I made an hour-and-a-half radio show for you that I need to send off so you can play it on Radio Free Britannia.
Well, that is absolutely great. I was curious as to what you were working on, as I didn't know if you were going to do a live show or whether you wanted to do a pre-recorded show, but we're going to play with it. That's exactly what we're here for.
You betcha. I have the pre-recorded file for you. It's in MP3 format. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Love this shit, man. I'm telling you. Things are starting to look good here in Shroud and the Avatar, folks. We got, again, guys over here working on music. They're a couple guys short right now.
Yep.
We're going to showcase them sometime, hopefully this week. But old Geezer has figured out this music system. And I've been listening to them for the last day and a half here. And they've got it down. I think they've got the whole concept of the ABC files and breaking them down and all that good stuff.
All the different instruments and parts.
It would be nice to see them start coming up with some their own music, of course, as Jack was talking about. Be great to see. And of course, we're going to be seeing a lot of that through this game. We've already got a whole bunch of music folk out there, the Bard Society and them. You got Holt, Arnfelt, and who else? We got the Recap Band. Guys like them out there making music.
You got Shooter.
Shooter Jennings. Yes, Shooter
Absolutely.
Jennings. You know, we may have to just hit him up and go, hey, can you make an ABC file or two in MIDI for us that we can, or can he make it in ABC from, take a couple of his songs and break them down so that folks can play them here in game. That would be fascinating if he would get off something like that for the fans out here. So, Jack.
Wait, they said they've got to take a break to go patch. But I think 355 is... I know. You sent out a tweet earlier saying that 355 was out.
Of course, actually, the notice didn't go out. I found a way to... I don't know whether it is, but I guess they publish the patch, and the patch is supposed to go live at a certain time during the publish. And the patch just went live technically at noon. When we came on, even though I saw it and grabbed it a half hour ago.
Wait, so 355 just went live?
Technically.
Oh, well, somehow I used their normal patch server and got it early too.
Hey, I'm just going by what Starr posted. 355, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Just because it came out early is not my problem.
Yeah.
I'm sure they get a kick whenever I push that information out there and they're going, hold on, that's not supposed to be like that.
No, I think they're more like, hey, thanks for notifying everybody.
Well, yeah, we try and keep on top of the news around here.
Yep. Because otherwise things...
Hopefully I'll still be sitting in the chair next year. Had a peach pit.
Ah, well, might as well patch while you're at it, sweetie.
Oh, I did that this morning.
Well, no, 355 just came out.
Oh, yeah. I've been on for hours.
So what time did you patch to it?
Oh, at least an hour ago. I made a whole bunch of instruments as well.
Ah, okay. Are you selling all those instruments? What are you doing with all those things?
I give them to Ben.
She's got a one-man band.
Well, if you make a whole bunch of them, I mean, what are you making? Just one of each?
Oh,
I
I made 3 training collars today, my first try, too.
Oh, they're not too hard. At least I haven't tried any of the new stuff, crafting-wise.
Oh, they've tweaked crafting, and it burns up the fuel through 2 stacks to a flute.
I know that they finally got the silver changed in those. It only takes 1 ingot now instead of 2, reducing the silver cost in the taming collars. We had some advanced information on that, but we didn't know when and where it was going to hit, and Chris got it in for everybody.
Thank you,
Which
Chris.
is good to see. Yes, thank you, Chris.
So in this latest patch, we've got a bunch of new fixes in the game. So let's go ahead and cover those. I don't know if you have that up yet or not.
I've had it, but I got to find it like you. I've got a half a dozen windows open here. And I don't see 355 on that page. Let me get to the other page. Oh, yeah, let's tell the good folks out there.
They definitely can't use that window.
I like the first thing. First thing,
yes.
A lot of people are not going to expect this one.
Fix the wind turbines.
Wind turbines are now affected by speed and direction, folks. So that means that those pretty little windmills that everybody's been using as a decoration are actually going to start coming into play here. And of course, how you got them positioned and how the wind affects them depends on the amount of power, I guess, that they push out. What else we got here? We got missing loot string recipe fixed.
Fixed an icon on street lamp recipe, so you can now make your own street lamps. Don't have to buy them from the add-on store.
I thought they had been previously craftable. Did they break that before? I thought we were able to see those in game.
I don't know. I never tried to craft them, but I mean, I know
I have crafted them before.
Okay, I know they plan on having it so that way you can craft every single item in game, and so you don't have to buy anything from the add-on store, other than houses. I think houses are the only things that aren't craftable.
And that would be interesting to see. I'm noticing that folks like Ashmall are learning how to do builds, as you've noticed across the way. He literally, let me just take a run over here and show the folks if you want to come with me. I mean, literally, if they could get roofs, you could physically build your own house. All this corner here is built with the bricks in game.
Nice.
Yeah.
And if he could put a roof on that, he could literally build a house from scratch with these granite blocks. Great example of that as well. You're not stuck. So, I mean, coming into the game, you don't have a house, you get a lot deed in game. Oh, did he remove that vendor? Yes, he did. He had vendors blocking this over here.
This is pretty funny.
Yeah, I think the other... I don't know if this other wall here where these ladders are... No, that's actually part of the new ramparts, right? This is from... Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
So it's either from his... Yeah, these are the pledge level ones.
Absolutely, but all this that we're standing on here right now, all player made, player put in, player craftable as it may be.
All the dark stones. It's pretty cool.
So I mean, you could literally
almost build an
house.
entire house, yeah.
So we may have to just get a movement for placeable roofs.
And this should control the spam a little bit. Emotes are no longer being broadcast across the entire scene.
And everybody's skill gains, you mean?
Oh, yeah. No, that's emotes. So if you wave at someone, it's no longer being broadcast across the entire scene.
Oh, I didn't know that was a problem.
I didn't think it was either.
Well, the skill gain, that may also be in there. I'm not sure.
I'm sure the PAX people were looking forward to them staying in there. And how can they be teachable and such?
Well, if it's teachable, you just drag it on there. Yeah.
Is Novia. They added extra high invisible walls at the control points: Nightshade Pass, Brightbone Pass, Virtus Pass.
Oh, man.
East Reach Gap to thwart players from trying to skip the control point scene, Jack.
That's funny. I
I
haven't skipped the East Reach Gap one in a while because I thought that was fixed.
Well, what they're doing is
forcing people to go into
it was the log out bug.
Oh, okay. Where
you would go up to the wall, you would log out, and you would come in floating on the air and just walk right over it. Well, apparently they've put up invisible walls to stop that now.
Okay. Yeah.
So that will keep
let's
you
see.
on this side of the wall.
Yep.
I love the fact that they got that taken care of. It still doesn't beat the fact that you can still run through most of these control points at level 5.
Yeah.
After a try or two as a new person. Most new folks try and fight everything instead of running right through. So for anybody who is new and gets to listen to this later on,
I do like the
can
fact
run
that they
through most
are
scenes.
that they are actually kind of working on some of the means by which people abuse some of the skills. If you look at the fix several skills not advancing, worth noting, however, that Purify Burst only works if it removes an effect, and Ring of Fire must damage someone. So that tells me that they are actually really paying attention to how different players are manipulating the system, and it actually makes it so that way they're trying to prevent people from just standing in town, casting the same skill over and over and over again to get gains.
Yes. Now, what else do we
Maybe
have
they'll
here?
even make it so that way I can't just sit there and stand in town and watch my skill gain go up as I sit there and just spam skills. Well,
I've expected them to nerf the Gust Ball way sooner, and I guess it's just something low on the list, or just something they have no control over, as the Gust Ball is a pet. But have you noticed how many hit points the Gust Ball has? It's funny.
no, I
That's
haven't.
another thing I want to talk about. Have you noticed they added hit
Can't
points
zone
as
to
a
you,
toggle?
but I am in game in another instance, dear.
Okay.
There is a toggle in game
And let's see, where
that
is
now
that
allows
toggle?
you to see the amount of hit points. Like, Jack, you have 145 health and 125 focus. I can tell that by clicking on you now.
Oh man, that's no fun.
And I thought they weren't gonna do that. I mean, I thought that was what they told us. Now, did I hear that wrong?
I don't know why they did that.
You know, Casey's got 223 health and 214 focus.
Yeah, Zenny's
You got
been
that
like
opposite. I got 336 health and 299.
99
Oh,
focus. Yeah.
that's me. I'm sorry. I'm looking at me. Sorry. I have 223. Yes, Casey's got 336 and 299.
Zenny's got 405 hit points.
I'm a little disappointed at this one.
Ezekiel's Cooper's 60 and 55.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
So, I mean, it sort of defeats the purpose of what they originally intended, or what the way I interpreted it, and I think the way a lot of other
231
people
for me.
interpreted it. Now, let's get you in here. Go ahead and, are you in Owl's Head, or are you out of Owl's Head?
I'm standing right where you're sitting, but in another instance. I tried to zone to you, but it says it's not allowed at this time. My timer is up, though.
Then you're bugged.
Yeah.
What version of the game are you running right now? It says it.
355.
Huh. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't even see you on my friends list. Let me see.
Are you playing in single player online
Never.
or friends only?
Nope.
Here's Ronnie.
I see you just added me to your friends list. That'll work. Let me try now.
Accept the party first before you try. And then you should be able to zone to me. That's another thing I saw in one of those little blurbs. If you want to refresh your scene, zoning to yourself no longer works. You must either leave the scene or zone to somebody
Not
else in the
allowed.
scene.
I'll have to go in and out again. But I can do that. I'm used to running through
Yep.
things.
There you
Well, if you just slash exit Al's head and then come back in, since you're in his party now, it should put you in this scene.
Correct. Should. Let's
Should.
test that theory.
Yeah.
Something else that hasn't been prioritized quite yet. I know that is also on the list. But what else do we have in here? Interesting and unique for the folks today. That shield is now correctly converting a portion of damage received to the avatar's health. Finally. Oh, okay. I've been waiting for that. I used to use that shield, and I'm like, why was I wasting my time on it? It didn't do anything. Stretch goal boat decorations can now be both placed as player town deco. Now both be placed, so both of them can now be placed as deco.
Yep. So, since they're playing the Beatles, I know this video is going to be flagged as unavailable in most countries, and in fact, it might even get muted.
Well, you can always mute the music, you know that.
I know.
You don't have to broadcast the music.
There. No more instrument volume.
There you go.
You can play all they want.
By the way.
Oh, wait. They were playing the Beatles earlier.
Oh. Playing Led Zeppelin now.
Using your shield to zone to you on the overworld map.
Well, that means you should be coming into us. I'll tell you in a second when you come in whether you're in here or not.
Yeah, well, she's coming in from the entrance, so she'll have to run up.
I know, but I see it on the party screen whether she's in the right instance or not.
Yeah.
It'll either show she's in Owl's Head with no health bar, or it'll show with the health bar, and if she's got the health bar, she's in the right instance.
So they also fixed several skills not advancing. Worth noting, however, that Purify Burst, I already did that one. They fixed a breakage for moving items with more than 16 containers in them that are moved. They added unique dialogues for some characters and fixed a minor typo. Fixed position of Ardur's Oracle screen. It's still imperfect, but better. And fixed ability to earn in quests, guard Winslow in Owl's Head, and Captain Cudgel in Ardoris.
Does anybody know, had they fixed the clink yet? The clink is broken yet again, Jack. Actually, the clink is inaccessible this time. At least it has been. Yeah, I should take a run up there and take a look at that while we're thinking about it.
My favorite quest is broken.
Yeah, the clink, last couple days. Let's take a run up and see.
Can I get into my favorite jail? I still need to fix the glossiness on that pleather cow.
The pleather cow.
I'm still in the wrong one. Let me try it. Zoning to you now. Not allowed.
I don't know what it is. Try restarting. You have the worst luck when it comes to getting in here. You get in here and then you always crash.
I'm thinking it's the TeamSpeak, and when they do put voice in the game, it's only going to get worse. So I will be separating my voice from my video. Two different.
No clink for you.
No clink.
No clink. And yes, the secret door doesn't work either.
Are you sure?
We'll just go verify. Yeah, it didn't work when I came by. I was running somebody through it the other day, and I was like, "Oh, dude, we'll have to come back to it." I didn't know it was broke. But the secret passage down is broke also.
Nope. What the hell? Why'd they break the clink? That is not fun. That really is my favorite quest.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites to show to new folks, and of course it's a good experience for people straight off the boat, as well as what did I just say?
Yeah, it's an awesome introduction into the ethical dilemmas that the game is going to pose with some of the quests, and the fact that games are really about choices and how those choices create or solve problems.
So, Laz, you want a link where I should send that file to you for that stream?
Yeah, sure. If you need a place, or do you want me to give you a place to? Actually, I'm working on that as well. So right after the show, while I'm doing my post production, we'll talk about that.
Sounds fantastic.
Is moving the NBNN loop over to a virtual server,
Nice.
and I've got a place for folks to be able to get in and get out, but I need to test it, so we'll do that today.
So you can help me come up with some encoders, I take it.
You know, when you do a stream and you're out there doing some crafting and you're streaming, you'll be able to actually save a copy and upload it so that I can take clips out of it, or put a clip of whatever it is anybody wants to send us. I'm going to have that capability
That'll make
here
it
shortly.
easier than having to constantly let you know when we upload stuff, because Ben and mine both go to the same YouTube, which is upgraded.
Yeah, but this will allow you to actually send it directly to me without me being involved, and then I can just go look at it and go, oh, okay, new video there. I can look at it and clip it and play with it.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's going to be the same
And
thing with
as far as
the audio.
radio, yeah, you can set me up and let me know when you want me to do things. I'm thinking about a special for the holiday season coming up.
That would be nice. I've got a couple of interesting twists coming for us as well.
Sounds fantastic. We need to collaborate.
Well, what a lot of people don't know is my father, for the last 60 plus years, is a musician. And him and his partner do a radio show every week.
Nice.
And it's called The Record Room. And I've got, I don't know, 150 different shows that they've done in the can, ready to start running, including Christmas and holiday shows, New Year's shows. They've been doing this for several years now. So I've got several years worth of hour-long shows ready to start putting into rotation as one of our features, especially for our downtime. And Ronnie, of course, you just put together something. I've got the capability for you to come in live and take over and do live broadcasts. So we're going places. So
You betcha. We should have a smashing thing for New Year's.
And the Ewok is licking people, Jack.
Ewok, where?
He knows where.
That's pretty funny. Yep.
In our chat over here on Twitch. And for those of you who want to join us in chat, you can always go to Twitch TV/NBNN News or Twitch TV/Cynicist and join in chat there. You can get it off of our website. There are links. Go to the website, or you can come right into TeamSpeak. Tell us what you're doing in Shroud of the Avatar. Tell us what you're up to. Give us your opinions. We welcome anybody to come on in and talk about the game. That's what we're all about here, folks. So if you're listening out there and you've got an opinion, something gets broke and you want to whine and complain about it, come talk to us. We'd love to hear your comments, remarks, complaints, bitches, gripes, etc., praises. And what are these guys playing now?
No idea. Got my audio off. They can play whatever they want.
There you go. Casey, an NBNN Thanksgiving Parade. How would we pull that off?
That could be really fun.
The blimps don't float, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But how could we pull off, aside from getting a bunch of people marching down the streets and lining a parade route?
We need either the blimps to move, or we need an escalator, or not an escalator, one of those moving walkways in game.
Interesting concept there, Casey. Interesting concept. I'll have to give that some thought for our next round, because we're not going to get Thanksgiving Parade in this year, especially since we're not going to be here.
Exactly.
So just one more time for those of you folks out there. I'll probably be doing the show Jackless, as we're going to call it.
I'll be around.
That's right.
Oh, I know. Ronnie will be here. Casey will be here.
We did Thanksgiving last weekend with Mom, so we'll be wide open.
There you go.
Every Thanksgiving.
that Canadian Thanksgiving the week before the real Thanksgiving, because we need to celebrate the brutal rape and murder of a bunch of Indians by eating foods from the 19th century.
Yeah, as, we could go on into that. I've seen some, but all the stuff politically going on in the world today, there's a lot of that going on. I'm not even going to go there. We could fill a day with that. Let's stick with this world.
With Britannia. That makes sense.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
You bet. Like when I was doing that radio show, I kept saying, for everybody out there on their alchemy bench, this one's for you.
There you go. Yeah, I'm curious, and I'm just hyped to hear what you got for us. So, gonna be interesting for the listeners out there.
Yep. And
for those folks who don't know,
well, just so
Ronnie,
everyone knows, anything that I do use is third party off of YouTube, copyright free because it is public domain.
Very nice, very nice.
Also, I do have from my last broadcasting days, people would send me their music to put out there because I would always advertise I did the hits from the past, the present, and the future. But please have everything copyrighted before you send it to me.
Yes, as I was just about to say, what a lot of folks don't know is that when Ronnie joined us, Ronnie has an extensive radio history behind her. One of the reasons why we picked her up as part of the team back a while ago. What's happening here? My chatty is giving me...
I'm going to let you and Jack get back to it. I will be on later. I want to wish everyone a happy lunch with Laz and Jack, and I will be hanging around after production for you. Bye.
All right, Ronnie.
Thanks,
we'll
Ronnie.
Catch up with you in a bit.
So there's a few things we haven't discussed about what happened this weekend in game, as well as the update of the avatar.
Well, let's get that information into the hands of the good folks, Jack.
Well, what do you want to start with? The update?
Well, yeah, let's go. I have the updates here. Friday's update. No, we've spent more time on today's patch than we should have, actually, but there's some good stuff to talk about there as well.
We already discussed the patch, but we do have the update that we had the celebrating 2 years of releases at the Fireloaf's Release 24 party, and Dallas did include a few screenshots. And I don't know if you'll recognize the back of someone's head that's in the email. So we had the Release 24. This is a screenshot from the release party. If you notice, there I am, front and center. I was there. It was a very, very buggy release party, but that did allow the developers to capture a ton of data on performance, especially when you overload a scene, and that picture was taken shortly after one and only decided to kill everybody.
All the dead skeletons.
Yes,
that's right.
Yeah, one and only killed everybody, but he did not resurrect anybody. So you had to run and go find the Ankh yourself.
Now, yes, past Friday's newsletter, latest release, number 152 came out. We have the Brittany Graveyard is showcased here, as well as the Postal Service, the instruments, holiday items. So, of course, the traditional Fire Lotus release party was held on Friday.
Yeah, it was held out in Hometown, this release, so we got to go back to Hometown. There were some theories that it might have just been related to Hometown because Hometown is a little bit buggy, but I don't know.
Well, it's pretty packed, too.
Well, yeah. We did have over 80 people that were listening to Avatar's radio at the time, and that seems like a lot of people that were actually in game as well, but we also, with so many issues related to the scene crashing every couple minutes, that actually did tone down the enjoyment that a lot of people actually had. There was some PvP going off in the background, some people playing around music, as well as Fire Lotus DJing Avatar's radio. So, I mean, it was still fun. I was mostly working on the side, but I did stream it.
Alrighty, so moving on down the list, of course, the grand tour quest for this release is the new bonnet for Thanksgiving.
Yep, and more
bonnet to match the pilgrim hat from last year, I guess is what they're thinking.
Now, did they fix the quest if you picked up the last option in Hometown that was buggy?
Yes,
I don't know if
that was fixed very quickly
okay.
right after they found out about it. Yes.
Yeah.
So the Grand Tour quest, as far as we know and understand, is no longer bugged. You can do it in any order you wish. There was a bug where you ended in Hometown; it would not complete the quest for you.
Then after
now,
that,
of course, they need help. We need help, folks. Calling all players. We need stress testers. We need the good folks out there in the community to get their butts in here and start pounding on the servers. Do whatever it is you can. Stress it. Try and find bugs. Try and find ways around stuff. Do whatever you can to try and break the game is basically what they're asking the folks to get in here and do. They want to stress test the servers as much as possible over the next couple of months. And, see performance issues. This is how we get this game fixed and released quicker, I would say.
Oh, yeah. I think we'll have a serious uptick as soon as the game actually goes to alpha and beta, as far as the number of people playing it.
I absolutely believe that.
And that's when we'll find out how much the servers are going to melt under the load. But
I think we'll also see some push over the holidays if we can get closer, or if there's even an announcement of alpha towards the holiday season. You may see an upswing in purchases.
Oh yeah, I think so as well.
And that'll be nice to see. Now, of course, we have below that the release 24 patch notes.
And those were for patch number 354. So we can go ahead and skip those. I think the making of Brittany Graveyard and modeling that after Arlington National Cemetery is actually pretty cool.
Yes, absolutely cool. If you haven't seen Brittany Graveyard, and you got a few minutes of quiet time you want to go kill and just check something out, go check out Brittany Graveyard. It is an absolute masterpiece. It is huge, and again, it is based off of Arlington, and there are pictures here in the newsletter that we're showing you.
If you haven't seen Arlington Cemetery, I recommend going and seeing it.
Yes, something on the bucket list. I have not been, but I do plan on getting there one of these days.
I've been. It's kind of amazing. Then we already talked about the player-run postal service. So we've actually discussed that before. But it's kind of funny that Violation's doing that, and that they were doing test runs, and so EMP Strike, Violation, and Minerva were working on that as well. I think Kaizen had something to do with it as far as like the order.
Everybody's got a little something to do with it. I was talking to Winfield before Gusball, not before Gusball. When was it? I was talking to Winfield. I think it was Friday. Anyways, the idea and the concept behind this is in order to hopefully at one point, this is the concept, and I hope I'm not speaking out of turn here, Winfield, that we can show the need for a transport system. And basically what it'll do is it'll become another gold sink. If you want to transport something from point A to point B, you would go to the local post office. There would be a bulletin board where you can post what it is that you want transferred and what you're willing to pay for it. And people can pick that up as a quest and make gold.
Yeah,
so
but to me that throws into you're dealing with like an ethics issue as far as the player run version of it goes, because you're trusting the vendor to actually deliver an item. What happens if you get a delivery person that decides to take everything, and then from there, I mean, you're still putting faith into UPS, FedEx in real life, but in game, if someone's saying transferring a rare item from one player to another, then we end up with, it's like, okay, so who's going to pay for the insurance for that, and who's going to replace it?
Well, once you get better permissions for boxes and things, you won't have to.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Is going to be testing for the boxes is one. Two, this is again just to show a need, so that we can tell the developers, listen, we need this system built into the game. Otherwise, if there is no need, we'll never get the system built into the game, is the way Winfield explained it to me.
Yeah, but at the same time, they were supposed to be putting their own in-game mail system into the mix as well. So the player-run postal service is
again my
unnecessary and redundant.
This is a precursor. This will not be once we get the other system, is what I'm trying to say. If the other system gets put in and we can show need for it, then it eliminates the player-run system. They're doing the player-run system to show the need for it. That's my understanding.
Did you watch the video?
Yes, I watched the video.
Where violations like, and in the future we also plan on delivering gold.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. So
again, there is that trust issue, and again, I've got my qualms. If I want to send something to somebody, how do I get verification they got it? Okay, so I don't see some people for weeks on end. So what if I send it to you, and all of a sudden you just happen to have an accident and you can't deliver it to them?
Yep.
Is there a time limit on deliveries? You know, if you can't do it within a certain amount of time, does it get back to me? You know, but many questions to be asked there. But I wish them luck. Again, I would just like to see a system built in so that it's going to be part of the addressing system as well. If you have a house and a lot, when we get rentals, you could be one Main Street room 3. And that would go to whoever is renting out 1 Main Street, room 3.
Yeah, but who cares?
Well, apparently the developers care. This is what I'm getting from Winfield.
But yeah,
this is what I'm getting. So
it's like it should go to player accounts, and mail systems have been in so many different games that they have plenty of models to look at on how to implement that. And so that's one where it's like, putting in player mailboxes, make it similar to email with attachments and things like that. There's more important news in the weekly update, and that's the daily stand-up notes.
Oh, I know that was one of your. That hurt you.
It didn't hurt me, but it's the stand-up corner is really pretty much the only thing I really read on the forums. Most of it
is the only thing you read on the forums.
It's pretty much the only thing I read on the forums. And now it's no longer hidden behind the Dev Plus paywall, and now it's going to be open to everybody. I think we may have something to do with the fact that we would talk about what the devs were doing all the time. But
well, I don't think it really had to do with it that much, but
no, but other people asking about it.
I think the fact that with so many of us, with so many friends and guildmates, that we have the access, that the information was already being freely shared so much to begin with.
Oh yeah.
Might as well just make it public. No sense. And again, I agree with the visibility issue. It should be something that everybody.
I agree wholeheartedly with that. I mean, it's like that's why I didn't have a problem really talking about it, what the developers were actually working on, just because based off of their development model, it's very iterative, which means it's like they're doing small chunks at a time. And so it's nice to know what little chunks they're working on, so that way you can extrapolate what is coming. So you do have to do a lot of reading between the lines in order to figure out what's being developed, looking at new monsters. And then you also get to figure out like which employees left and which employees are staying.
Yeah, you can see who's doing what, which is really great. As a matter of fact, let me see if we can get over there.
Yeah, but you were also asked not to share that info. When it was Dev Plus. I mean, now you
Well, we
can share it.
weren't sharing any info. We were just talking about what we saw. It's a difference.
I didn't say you shared it.
But where is it? Here it is. Shroud in the Avatar.
It's supposed to be in the.
It's right up top. I'm getting there. I go into the latest post. So we're gonna go to. Oh no, that is not the latest post. So the latest stand-up was on Thursday. And to show folks what it is out there. This is a post done daily by Chaos. And it shows you what's assigned to what developers, who's doing what's going on, who's doing bugs, who's doing art, who's doing a little everything, as you can see here. And of course, there's always a little funny blurb every once in a while, just for giggles and grins, just to see if you guys are paying attention out there. And I always get a kick out of it. Let's see if we can go back here a couple of days where Jack Frost got mentioned. What day was that? Probably a different page. Did I lose you guys out there? I'm getting awful quiet in here.
I'm still here. I just muted my mic. It is on page 30, and it is the very bottom one on page 30.
There it is.
So, but I mean, just having the
Jack
idea of
Frost.
what the developers are actually doing, it really does give us clues as to how they're progressing and what they think is really going on. So it's one where it's like you can see what the priorities are. So like Finn Staber working on the time of day teleporters. So that's one where it's like those are the moon gates that are tied to the moons, and you can actually go to one of 4 different locations based off time of day and time of the moon. So that stuff's important.
And that's tying into the weather, it's tying into your seasons, it's tying into everything, folks.
Yes.
We've been seeing eclipses lately.
So get ready for a ride down the rabbit hole, because things are starting to get interesting, that's for sure.
So guys, everybody gets to play around looking at the stand-up corner and figure out what's going on at the Shroud of the Avatar offices, which is really where all the real good information comes from.
Yes. Now, real quick, I'm just got a little blurb out there. I see everybody's ramping up for the 12 days of Indie coming up here in December. For those of you who are following that, planning on joining that, I'm probably going to be doing a little something with our folks over at Ambush Gamer. Jack, I hope you come join me. As they approached me a while back and says, Laz, we want MDNN to do something. So I says, okay, well, when the time comes, and I'm just starting to see blurbs out there.
Yeah, it depends on the day and what's going on, so I may or may not be able to do it.
May want to think about a little something special for that event. But we've got time, but I'm just putting it out there for the folks. I was asked to put it out there when I started seeing information, so I'm putting it out there for the good folks. 12 Days of Indies coming up in December. And we'll be bringing you more information about that as we get it. We have any other community information we need to get out there before we start wrapping up here? Anything else hot in the news this past weekend?
I did not do the welcome tour, so I can't really tell you what happened there.
I have not done it yet. Probably won't do it till after the holidays myself. Of course, as you're seeing with the guys standing over here, Easy and the Black Rockers. Instruments, new instruments into the game. We got the harp, the drum, and the flute added this pass. And as you can see with these guys playing, well, they're playing a lute and the piano with the drum. And with a little luck, we'll get the boys to do a couple of things, maybe even do a opening and closing number. That is non-copyright.
Yeah.
For Jack streams.
Just because I love looking at uploading the Daily Show to YouTube and seeing that the video has been blocked in multiple countries. It happens way too frequently.
And it doesn't tell you where, what, when. It just gives you that generic message, which really sucks.
And then you have to actually go appeal it and do everything else, and that's just too much time.
And the mighty Zor there, popping in on us. He's been hanging around up here lately. What is it? Is this something we don't know? Is they all just fooling with us? You notice we're the only two in black. Everybody around us is wearing frickin' white around here. Is something seasonal going on?
No, everybody's wearing. It's part of the. I don't know why they're wearing their wedding tuxedos.
I mean, I just noticed this. We're the only two in the scene who are not wearing the white tuxedos. But nonetheless, moving on. Oh, Casey, what a pretty hat.
Okay, so yeah, you gotta love the Hinnon hat. Okay, so we do have some events going on today, so let's go ahead and talk about those real quick. As soon as I find OBS on all of my open applications.
Are you gonna jump right into the calendar here and start taking us out? Is that what you're doing?
We've got 5 minutes left. I mean, what do you think? Should we do the calendar, or should we just skip it because it is Monday, November 23rd?
Well, no, it's because we do it. That's what we do. We do the calendar, and of course we've cut down the weekend calendar with all the media events.
Yeah.
And our good friends over at Avatars Radio, we just can't list every DJ's set through the calendar for the weekend,
or every streamer or anything else. So
yes,
we try to focus on the actual
our own stuff. We do cover certain events, and we're out there. And if you want to see where we're streaming, what we're covering, go out to the calendar. It's nbnn.info/calendar. You can look us up and find out what's going on. Calendar is courtesy of the good folks over at Avatar Circle. If you ever have anything you want to know about the game, Avatar Circle is a good source, as well as sodawiki.com. Also, one more quick shout out to Ben over at Relics by Rild. If you want to get some cool swag out there, like Shroud of the Avatar t-shirts, you want to get some cool patches, you want to get some cool swag and coins, all sorts of other things out there, Relics by Rild, and you can get a discount out there. You want to tell them about that discount, Jack?
Well, if you type in the code NBNN at relicsbyrild.com, you get 10% off of every purchase. Make sure and use it.
Right.
Abuse it as much as you want. You can get one of these cool Oracle shirts that I am wearing. I'd show it. I have the dark gray. I also have the light gray. I also have another Shroud of the Avatar shirt and the water.org charity shirt. All from Relics by Rild. So make sure that you get your your Shroud of the Avatar swag on.
I'm wearing actually the blue shirt today. It's Blue Monday. I usually
You can also
have
get
gray
some
on.
coins. Ooh. Virtue and Chaos coins. Yay!
Alrighty, so go ahead. Let's. I got the calendar up. Let's go ahead and knock that
Okay.
out, and we'll go ahead and wrap this show up for today.
So Monday, November 23rd. Shroud of the Avatar calendar. Remember, all times are New Britannian time, which is Central Standard Time in the real world. Since it is Monday, it is a short calendar. So at 4 p.m., between 4 and 6, on Avatar's Radio, we have DJ Eclipse Maiden. Followed by between 6 and 8 p.m., we have Dr. DJ Sully with Faster and Louder. At 7 p.m., we have the no-host event, Chillblain's Compendium of Pain and Suffering out in Braemar. Just show up to the cemetery and find a group and go run through the dungeon. Then at 8 p.m., there is the Tavern Respite with the Algarian Decali. That is a role-playing event, so if you want to go role-play inside of a tavern, and remember, taverns are where all great adventures begin, that is the place to go.
That's right.
And between 10 and midnight tonight on twitch.tv/Who's Gaming Now, you can watch the legendary Neurotoxin stream and play the game, as he also gives out some $20 gift coins for the Shroud of the Avatar add-on store. So if there's something that's $20 on the add-on store that you want and that you need to have, go watch legendary Neurotoxin stream for that chance to win. And I feel sorry for everybody that lives in Alabama, and especially if their internet's slow while they're trying to watch the stream and download a game update, and it causes their internet connection to chug. And that was the Mighty Ewok, by the way.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. Alrighty, and that's today's calendar. And speaking of Chillblains, there is a little hint out there for those of you who are not familiar with Chillblains Compendium of Pain and Suffering. I love the name.
Oh, yeah.
Chillblains Compendium of Pain and Suffering has a note out front now. And of course, like anything else in the game, read, talk, look, listen, observe. If you tame a creature inside of Chillblains Compendium of Pain and Suffering, guess what? You will not finish the dungeon run. You must kill everything in Chillblains. That is the intended way to finish the dungeon.
Oh, that's
So
pretty
if you
funny.
folks out there think that you're going to tame that wolf and use him as a weapon, well, guess what? You just narfed yourself, and you're going to be sitting down there a long time, folks. So that's just a big hint for those folks out there. I know you like that, don't you?
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
But meanwhile, it's coming up on 1 o'clock here in Shroud of the Avatar, and that means it's time for us to wrap up the show here. I'd like to say thanks to everybody for watching. Thanks to everybody for listening. Jack, take us out.
Well, we also need to thank Casey for joining us in the studio today, as well as Ronnie, who came in and stopped for a while. Thank you to everybody for watching the streams. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for everything. I am Laz, and that other guy is Jack.
Jack?
Although that is the complete opposite. I am Jack, and he
we
is
are
Laz.
NBNN.
And we are all jacked.
That's right. We are all jacked. I like that. Alrighty, folks. This is Laz. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to NBNN for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings, and just about anything else we can bring you. Stay tuned to NBNN. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.